This is Talkin' Sports.
Well, good evening and welcome into Talking Sports. It's a Thursday night, and what a night it's been here for the Jazz, going for 5 straight wins. But they're going to have to get it done without Hill. George Hill's missed several games with a sprained thumb. Now it's a sprained toe. The NFL season entered the final stretch with Week 13. Plenty of teams are still alive in the playoff chase, and nearly every game from here on out has big stakes. But Week 13 had no shortages of games featuring teams trying to solidify their postseason positioning. Let's start talking sports. Okay, so every coach comes in, they have that first year to kind of figure out what's going on, and then now you're making the program your own. What are you really doing to kind of hone in on you as the head coach here? College game day is back, but this time it's a little different. ESPN will be here with their live coverage. Let's see if number 17 Utah has what it takes against number 4 Washington. Little bro out there for Bubba Watson and Tiger Woods while he's on his reunion tour. He was asked where he sees himself in the world golf rankings, and the humble veteran not trying to set the bar too high, but Tiger is back, and he is our bite of the week. The Broncos started out 4-0, but they are 3-4 in the last 7 games, and scraping for the last wild card berth of the AFC as they travel to Jacksonville. And how do we know the game's in Florida? Because kids are swimming in the stadium aquarium. Paxton Lynch started out as quarterback because Trevor Siemian had a sprained foot. A couple weeks ago, Denver coach showed former Ute Devontae Booker game tapes and told him he had to run harder and break tackles. Guess he's a good note taker. Take a look at this, his 3rd touchdown of the season. The 7-4 Dolphins are tied for the last wild card berth as the day begins. The 6-5 Ravens are tied for the division lead. It's an important game as the NFL reaches the 3rd quarter poll of the season. The Ravens are counting on a former Ute and a former Cougar to do some big plays, and they come through. First quarter, Joe Flacco finds the former Ute Steve Smith across the middle. Smith catches for 53 yards, sets up the game's touchdown. Later in the quarter, Flacco breaks the pass again. This time it's a former Cougar, Pitta. Just before the half, Ravens driving again. Pitta catches for 90 yards and 2 scores. 4 touchdowns for Flacco as the Ravens cruise 38-6. Decent start though for the Jazz, and as you'll see, Jordan Hayward, how about a 3? Jazz up early. Then Lyles comes back again. Nice little running jumper there for 3. Jazz within 6. Now in the closing seconds, Mack drives. He misses, but Rudy Gobert is right there for the tip-in. Jazz cut the deficit to 4 at the half, 52-48. How often do you see this stat, a team with just 1 turnover in the half? That's what the Heat had compared to the Jazz with 5 turnovers. Both teams shot about 48%. However, the Heat just threw up more shots, hitting 21 of 45 shots, while the Jazz had 18 of 39. The NFL just went through the weirdest week so far this season in terms of who beat who. Week 11 rankings reflect the wacky nature of the league these days, with nearly every team besides the top-ranked Cowboys shifting around. And the new distance for PATs caused 11 misses in one day. Back in 2014, there were only 8 misses all season. Enough with all the teasers. Let's get you all caught up and start talking sports. Cowboys fans have learned not to panic when Tony Romo is lost to an injury. It's happened more than enough times now, and in the case of this season, they've been spectacular without him. But he suited up yesterday, and it's clear that Dak Prescott has not lost the job. He gets to start hosting Baltimore and showing why in the second quarter, finding Bryce Butler down the sideline. 41 yards, sets up a Dallas touchdown, and we're tied at 7. Prescott again to Bryant, who muscles his way in for 6. Dak Prescott will go on to complete 27 of 36 passes for 301 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys win their 9th straight game, 27-17. After a tie and then a loss to the Saints, the Seahawks have settled into their predictable second-half groove. Taking on the Eagles, Russell Wilson scrambling, but he finds Jimmy Graham, who gets to the end zone. Seattle up 13-7.